Get you a robot waifu.
Yes.
And we're playing Resident Evil 4. For real this time.
Eh.
The supercut version.
Right.
Okay, start the game, Alex.
So this is the newest PC release, right?
Yes. No more crashing, because I actually patched the appropriate file, and I played Mercenaries a whole bunch. The egg was given.
Went for the tuxedo.
I mean, they don't let you pick between them per character. Otherwise, I would have had Leon in the RPG outfit and Ashley in the suit of armor.
I see. So it's Leon in the RPG outfit and Ashley in whatever that disco fucking thing is.
Pop uniform.
Pop uniform. Or Leon in the mafia suit and Ashley in the suit of armor.
Yep.
What you need that for?
Going hunting an elephant?
Yes. In rural Europe.
Thank you.
Loading for bear, huh? Did you play through this normally the first time?
Yes.
Why didn't you record that?
Because I didn't have the hand cannon at that point. Or the Chicago typewriter. Look, I beat these games normally. I don't have to prove myself to anybody anymore.
Thank you.
It's more enjoyable when I don't have to fucking pay attention to what I'm doing.
Guts to buy that weapon.
I suppose.
It's more enjoyable to have access to everything than to go through normally. In this case. Leon's just like, how does it have infinite ammo? Merchant just looks at him and goes, the drum is round, so the ammo just keeps circulating.
That's not how it fucking works.
I should really not bother with the mine thrower, though. It's not good until you upgrade it, and even then it's not very good because, well, shit blowing up.
I hear that it has utility, but I haven't ever really messed with it myself.
And then I sold stuff, and nobody wanted to hear the merchant say, you know, I'll buy it at a high price and also thank you.
What are you buying?
For some reason, I'm now trying to think of how many Resident Evil games I actually own. The number is quite high when I think about it. Let's see, I've got Remake, Resident Evil 2, I don't have 3. Code Veronica, the PS3 version, or I'm sorry, the PS2 version rather.
Is that all, stranger?
I got Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 0.
Like this, nobody wants to hear this.
Is that all?
Right.
Thank you.
Not only did I play through this normally, I played through with just the handgun, so everything was fresh. It took me like many hours.
Never forget it.
So this is to the tune of like over 24 hours.
Soon after,
Wow.
the news was out to the whole world.
I mean, like, there's some people out there that would have watched that as an LP on its own and been fucking enthralled.
Yeah, it wasn't very entertaining because I died a lot.
The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community.
Like, there's some people out there that will watch that as an LP on its own and be fucking enthralled.
Because people are weird.
And they find it hilarious.
Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan.
Good thing I slept in the day before this all happened, because I was pissed that I broke up with my girlfriend.
Wasn't he hungover?
Yep, he got drunk. Well, he broke up with his girlfriend, got mad, got drunk, slept in at a hotel next town over.
Crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished.
'Twas capitalism that did the beast in.
Yes.
That's the free market at work, everybody.
Right.
Or at
Too
least-
bad our own government is using that against us now.
Or at least that's how the free market is supposed to work.
Since that horrendous incident.
Somebody causes a fucking zombie outbreak, they go out of business.
Right.
The city is also nuked.
I received special training at a secret organization.
What is this music?
Under the direct control of the president.
Yeah, just like, oh
I
my
was to
God.
assume the
Was this the most Spanish thing you could find?
family.
No, this plays during the cutscene, so I don't listen to Spanish music.
Oh, really? This is actually in the game?
Yes, this is the actual cutscene music.
You are a long way from home.
It's to show you're in Spain, I guess.
Apparently. Although Capcom vehemently denies that it is Spain. You're obviously in Spain.
Well, Eastern Europe.
All by yourself?
Wow, that motion blur, what the hell?
We could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again,
Sounds gay.
maybe you did.
You know, I wonder... Check your settings later, because this game has a weird motion blur implementation that looks like ass, and I think it's switched on here.
I'm pretty sure I enabled it.
Yeah, you should probably turn that shit off.
Meh. I barely am noticing it.
Yeah, well, I can't fucking watch this. It's giving me a headache.
Not even wearing glasses, too. It's amazing.
Well, when you got it blown up on a
It'd be right
50-inch
before I was
TV...
to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to
That
our
is definitely not
intelligence,
Spain.
there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being...
You know, I forget who voiced Leon in this. It was like Paul Mercier, wasn't it?
Paul Mercier.
Mercier?
Well, Paul Mercer. Mercer with an I in there, too.
Not to be confused with Matt Mercer, who
No longer.
voices Leon later.
But no longer.
Evidently not.
The bro code is being adhered to. Nobody is killing somebody while they're taking a piss.
Sorry it took so long.
At least they have a road. I actually don't know who took over Leon's voice for Remake 2.
I think I heard the name somewhere, but I forget what it is. Like, I haven't heard much of him.
Whoever voices Claire sounds kind of weird, but
Just up ahead is the village.
it doesn't sound like it's Courtney Taylor.
Look around.
Or Allie Hillis, or whoever voiced her in Revelations 2.
Don't want to get any parking tickets.
I don't know if it was ever conclusively discovered who voiced her in Resident Evil Revelations 2. I will say,
Jeez.
I like that they are making Claire in Remake 2 look like a younger version of her appearance in Revelations 2.
Leon, I hope
Like,
you
they altered the
I need
character
to
for
go.
Revelations
I'll be your
2.
support on this mission.
I think that's my favorite
Somehow I thought you
version
were
of
alone.
Claire.
So the
And they've
name's
aged
actually
her,
Jan, right?
That's right.
or-
She's the daughter of the
yeah,
president.
aged her back
Behave
to,
yourself,
you know,
okay?
early 20s for
Whoever this
Remake
group
2.
is,
And
they sure
I
picked
think
the
they
wrong
pulled
girl,
it off
didn't
pretty
they?
well.
I'll try to find some more information.
Yeah, and I'm like,
on
sorry, I
Leon.
can't hear you over my hat.
Good. Talk
It
to
is
you later.
a pretty loud hat.
I guess I'll go to work. Reading files. Such as how to play the game. This was after I changed the controls, but it still gave me the same layout.
Well, yeah. You'd think Capcom was going to make that shit dynamically update based on what control layout you've picked? That would be fucking work, man.
But they put in the buttons for the 360 controller and everything.
That's probably because they used the 360 controller by default.
Nah, I probably would have shown the mouse and keyboard stuff if I had been using mouse and keyboard.
Yes, but if you have a controller plugged in, regardless of what controller, it's going to be the 360 controller.
Only if you're using it, I notice. Like when I was clicking back into the game, it would change over to mouse and keyboard prompts. And then once I started wiggling the control sticks around, it would be like, oh, okay, so you have a controller.
Right, but my point being they are not going to they're not going to detect whether you were using, say, an Xbox controller versus a PS4 controller.
Understandably so. Because there's a fucking million PC controllers out there.
Right, which was my point. They just... Every PC game that has controller support uses Xbox controller button pictures.
Every system is a Nintendo.
Right.
But on the PC.
Though, to be fair, 360 and Dogbox controllers make fucking good PC gamepads.
I would be so angry if this was my job. Especially this whole being in fucking rural Europe.
Yeah.
Like, somehow I'm getting great reception on my strangely advanced walkie-talkie with, like, picture-in-picture.
I think it's a satellite phone.
Even then, good reception.
Right. Now,
excuse me, sir.
what is this with the outfit switching mid-cutscene? Like, I know the GameCube version of this game had in-engine cutscenes. The PS2 version and the subsequent PC and 360 release used pre-rendered cutscenes. But I thought, if anything, this version would use in-engine cutscenes.
That sounds like it would have been work.
Evidently.
Freeze! I said freeze!
God, I wish somebody would actually freeze when I tell them to do that.
God, Jesus, please turn off this motion blur next time you record.
Missing the kick. Twice.
Nice shot.
I like how at the very least they account for whether or not you're wearing an alternate costume to begin with. So they had pre-rendered versions for when you have the tactical armor at least.
At least there's that.
Is everything okay?
There was a hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There's still
Now, when
others
you say
around the area.
neutralize,
Get out of there
do
and
you
head
mean
towards the village.
shot?
Whatever measures necessary
I shot him and I
to
kicked
save
him.
the subject.
Understood.
Leon, what have I told you about shooting and kicking hostile locals?
She did just say any means necessary.
God damn it, Leon.
Your order's not mine. Gross.
Ew. Fucking goddamn it, I just ate too.
HD.
HD maggots!
I would also be like, also, Hunnigan, how did you even hear that? Did I leave my phone on? If I did,
Did he butt dial Hunnigan by accident?
It's like if I left it on, I apologize.
I say butt dial by accident, like there's any other form of butt dialing somebody.
Also, Resident Evil 4 is aiming. Don't like it.
Watch the dot, not the laser beam.
They don't fix that until 5, and even then.
In that regard, it's realistic. Like, when you aim with a laser sight, you're looking to see where the dot is, not following the laser beam with your eyes.
This is entirely true, but who wants realism in video games?
True.
Except when it comes to breasts, I guess.
Let's face it, no video game has realistic breasts.
Well, Dead or Alive 6 is going to, and people are mad about it.
Oh, really? That's different.
They're mad because they're toning down the breasts.
Ah, delicious schadenfreude.
And just like, oh no, those guys I wasn't really friends with. Who were kind of dicks to me for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Because I am an American and they are not.
I'd be like, what a fucking tragedy. I mean, aside from the fact that I no longer have any sort of form of backup whatsoever. But hey, you know, whatever. No snakes. Not yet, anyway.
When do they start appearing in those crates?
I think it's after the very first set of crates, so they can start showing up.
Fucking bird.
Pumperum.
That no pickle pea.
Pickle pea. See, it's exactly like Dark Souls. I gave them an item, they gave me something in return.
Minus that the item you gave them was a single bullet.
Yeah, well, they're not picky.
Fair. Good on you for saving the dog.
I'm not a monster.
Despite reports to the contrary.
The end just kind of like, huh, really? And yet you could still shoot the wire. I suppose it would work that way.
I mean, yeah, if you shot the tripwire, it would probably go off.
Also, I forgot that Resident Evil 4's, like, right analog is kind of, like, I'm not gonna say wonky, but it only turns the camera so far.
Right. I mean, at least it doesn't control like the GameCube version, which was really wonky.
Because of the weird button placement.
More than it was designed before dual analog was really a popular thing. I mean, the GameCube had dual analog, but it didn't really implement it in a lot of games. It was a newish thing.
Location breached.
Okay.
We'll just pretend that it blew the pitchfork right in that lady's face.
Sure. Why not?
Everybody dies equally here.
We are equal opportunity psychopaths.
I can only dude, wasn't even the other two really had enough momentum for that to happen.
You know, evidently the Spanish in this game is actually really well done.
Hey, a guy.
Hola, buenas, hola.
Un salastero. I was just thinking of that Resident Evil 4 reference in Happy Souls.
I was just thinking of John Marston trying to speak Spanish.
Boxes.
Huh, just a box.
Nobody dropped. No, that dude didn't drop anything either.
What is that PlayStation disc sitting on your PS3?
Leon, how you holding
Project
up?
Phantasma.
Bad question,
Oh.
Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find
What
it
the
useful.
fuck is the playing manual?
Look at it, thanks.
We're breaking the fourth wall, Leon.
And we'll do that next time on Radical Bromance.